downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Pitching in our game today, Tanner Bybee. What do we need to know here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Byron Buxton leading things off and takes a strike. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
That one way inside. There's a swing and a drive. Hits the top of the wall. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Batting second.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luke Keeschel.
Ball.
Man at second.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And
That's
that's
a ball.
downstairs and outside. Top of the zone for a called strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
And ball 4 to a board.
Did miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Josh Bell.
First and second, no outs. Josh Bell at the plate now. Fastball for a strike. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 3-run dinger. And the Twins get on the board first. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Bybee, a righty that throws with power. 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Ball 2.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that'll be an infield single with no time to recover.
Batting 5th, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
So a man at first. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Ripped to first, caught. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Trevor Larnach, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
To third, Ramirez. To Rocchio at second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But the Twins get a 3-run shot. It's now 3-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back now at Progressive Field. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Joe Ryan. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
The 2-1. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
That one misses.
Nope, that's ball
so a
4.
leadoff walk. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Tap foul at the plate. Kwan on at first, nobody out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Kwan Into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner at second, nobody out. Liner caught at second.
Batting third.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. Takes strike one.
Nope. That's inside.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two. Runner at second here, one gone. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One-two now. Ground ball up the middle. Keishel sends it to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Batting fourth. First baseman. Kyle Manzardo.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs with a runner at third. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Here's the 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And brings it in at the wall. Guardians lead one. They trail it here 3-0. Here in Cleveland, and now for the Twins, Royce Lewis.
Royce Lewis.
Foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Catcher challenge. Will take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. On the ground.
Foul
and
ball.
It goes just foul. On the ground, right side, Rocchio. 1 out in the second.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Brooks Lee.
So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee.
Ball.
That one to first. Two up, two down in the top of the second.
Batting ninth, left fielder Austin Martin.
Austin Martin, the next Twin up to hit. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Ball one.
Brings it in for the third out. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the second, Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Bell handles the chance, and no throw. He's into first easily.
Right fielder
Now at the plate, Chase DeLauder.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
Ball one, no strikes. Hoskins aboard here at first with nobody out. And now 2-0.
Outside.
Now
Ball
one missed. Next over in there for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Well struck left field. That's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Lead runner around second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Next to hit, Gabriel Arias. Outside corner, there's a strike. Two in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a big swing and a miss. Ryan, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Runners at second and third and one out. Bo Naylor at the plate now. That catches the outside corner. Strike one.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
This one in the air, center field. Buxton in position, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they cut the lead to 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Ryan Rocchio in the box now. Takes strike 1.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lee to first. They limit the damage here. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Twins 3 and the Guardians 1. On to the 3rd inning, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Byron Buxton. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 0-1 now.
That's out.
That's a little bit low.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
The 2-1. Swings through the sweeper. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Luke Keeschel getting ready to hit. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Ball 1 there. This one in the air, center field. Kwan on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for Minnesota, first baseman Josh Bell.
Here's Josh Bell.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Hey!
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So 2 down. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. And
That's
another
ball
ball by me. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
2 down, nobody on. Ripped, but it curls foul. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Payoff pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Man at first, Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Wallner off of first with 2 away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying to the warning track, makes the catch. Minnesota solo shot extends the lead. It's now a 4-1 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the third, here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Outside, that's a ball.
Ground ball right side and foul ball.
That's ball 2.
Just missing there.
Out.
Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. He's 0 for 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Out to center. Buxton on his way over. Out. Number 2.
Up next for the Guardians, third baseman, Jose.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball, that's out.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside corner, got him looking. The Guardians go down in order, and they trail it 4-1. Start of the fourth. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach.
Trevor Larnach.
And that one fouled off.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Minnesota, third baseman Royce Lewis.
Here's Royce Lewis. Grounded out his first time up. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tanner Bybee gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, number 41.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, no outs. Brooks lead. The next Twin up to hit.
Hey!
The Twins trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
We'll take a look at the sequence on that 3-pitch strikeout. Led it off with a couple of fastballs up in the zone, kind of challenging him to catch up. And that really opened up the bottom part of the strike zone because as a hitter, you're still thinking he might climb the ladder on you even more. Pretty much didn't stand a chance on that good changeup.
Stepping in, Austin Martin. And a foul ball. Larnach at second. Lewis at first. One gone. Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to second is offline. Everybody's going to be safe.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn 2 with the 6-4-3 right there. But the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice. And if that feed's not on point, very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
All loaded up. Here's Byron Buxton. Rocchio. 1 at second. Over to first.
No, he's safe.
I promise you there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now it's the second baseman, Luke Keeschel. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Kwan settles underneath it and makes the grab. And that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. And midway in the 4th, it's the Twins 5 and the Guardians 1. Back now at Progressive Field. Bottom of the inning, Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Line drive. Fair ball.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
And here is Hoskins. Reached on an infield single his first time.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
No, that's low.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Going to count 1 and 2. Ground ball could be 2. Keyshaw for 1, and it's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next to him, Chase DeLauder doubled his first time. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Guardians fail to score. They're down 5-1.
Leading off for Minnesota.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. Well, these Twins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Ball, that's in.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Minnesota, right fielder.
So up next, Matt Wallner. And the 0-1. High fly ball out towards left field. Carrying well. And it is out of here. A 2-run blast. And they boost their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. To the right side, and that's just foul. The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 5th. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate, ball 2.
And that's a strikeout looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Larnach,
nope.
The next to
ball
hit,
1.
takes ball 1.
Inside ball.
has been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Right through there for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Two outs, base is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. 1 for 2.
Inside, ball 1.
And that's
ball 2.
Off the inside edge. Ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for that one. Out to short, Arias. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's 7-1. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
The 1-1. Late on that fastball.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Guardians, catcher, Bo.
Now, Bo Naylor drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Stays alive. Popped up left side. Lewis under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Guardians, second baseman, Brian.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Grounded out his first time. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They're down 7-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Digging in, Brooks Lee.
The Twins, shortstop, Brooks Lee.
That one ripped, but foul. And now the 0-1.
Ball one.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. That one ran inside, almost got him. Two now. And there's
That's
a ball.
3.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Popped up. Ramirez under it. One up, one down.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder Austin Martin.
And next for Minnesota, Austin Martin. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
misses.
outside. Hey!
Way out front for strike 2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things.
Up next for the
And when you
Twins,
see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't
Ball
catch
one.
up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Buxton stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
No, that's down.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first. And that is that. Twins retired in short order. And they're on top 7-1. Back here in Cleveland, here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And that's too high. Hit in the air, center field. Buxton on the move. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Guardians, left fielder
Angel Martinez now at the plate. Oh, great stop to first, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Ball.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And that is that. It's the Twins 7 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now for the Twins, Josh Bell. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Moving in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. The Twins up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That one misses, and the count's full. Got him. 2 gone now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. He's already homered in this game. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Another homer, his 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down. Ryan Jeffers will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. And the 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. Twins get 1 on this homer. It's now 8-1. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees.
Yeah, solid.
Designated hitter,
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Hoskins pushes it foul. The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
In the air, left field. Martin on his way in. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. This one pretty well decided at this point. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Twins 8 and the Guardians 1. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Holderman throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down.
Ball 2.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
Up and
ball
in,
3.
And that's ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. So digging in, Royce Lewis. 1 for 3.
Hey!
On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Larnach gets his lead at first with nobody out. Oh, 0-2 now.
Nope. Outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
The 2-2. And that
ball
one
3.
cutting but missing down low. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a 3-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it's out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, and they add on. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Colin Holderman is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Tim Herron. He's into the game with the bases empty. So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one fouled off.
That's 2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes and 1 out now.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Martin, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Connor Brogdon getting loose out there. Here's 0-1. And a foul ball.
That's outside.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder.
Back to the top of the order. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton.
Hey!
Man at first, 1 away. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And the 0-2. Got him. That's out number 2.
Curve gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
The 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe. And it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. So a man aboard Next is switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging for the K. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 11 and the Guardians 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cody Lorison.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Fought off foul. And a 1-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And a foul ball.
Ball 2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And Naylor swings through that one.
Ball.
Strike 2. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two now. And that one missing low. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. That's not coming back. A solo shot. And they cut into the deficit.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio.
Inside, ball 1.
And the 1-0. Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Guardians, center fielder, Steven.
Back to the top of the order now. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan.
Nope.
Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off left side. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2.
That's a ball.
Just missed. Out to short, Lee. Play made, that ends the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. This lineup has been going off today. 5 homers so far as we take a look at the spray chart.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Ball, that's out.
And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they're now out of challenges. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Rocchio toss to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tim Herron won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Connor Brogdon will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Base is empty after the double play. Here's Trevor Larnach. Hard ground ball, base knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for Minnesota, third baseman.
Now Royce Lewis gets a chance to hit.
Amazing at bat last time up. Saw a bunch of pitches and ended up hitting one over the fence.
First pitch just misses. And another ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Festa, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Larnach off of first with 2 away. That's outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
3 balls, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. And the right-hander's 3-1. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
For Minnesota, shortstop, Brooke Lee.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Brooks Lee. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Twins strand a pair. And it remains an 11-2 ball game. Bottom of the 9th, stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez.
Ball, that's outside. Ball, that's out.
There's a strike. And it remains 2-2. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. But no chance. That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Next to hit, Jose Ramirez.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That clips a corner. The 1-2. Left field. And that's a fair ball. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Up next for the Guardians, first baseman
Kyle Mansardo digs in now. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. He swings and fouls one off. Pitch
Ball
misses. Ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Got him. One gone here.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Hoskins in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Left field, way back there. Carrying well. And forget it. An absolute smash to left. And they get a few back.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Cody Lorieson done for the day, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
On the mound now for the Twins, Zach Kent. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And up next for Cleveland, Chase DeLauter.
Ball.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Keishel has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Arias,
nope,
the next
outside.
to hit, takes outside. And another ball. And he walked him.
Ball.
He did not
Victory.
take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Runner at first with 2 away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one.
A good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Kent is just 1 strike away. Foul ball still 0-2. Arias leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, it really led them to victory.
11-5, your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.